같아요. 정말.
Forward bells. I'm gonna record this. I should have enough room. Try to record it with my phone in case I need. Oh, let me turn my phone off. Use this case. Gimbal, awesome. A little scared. I'll put anything that I'll fix. Literally have it right in front of me. That might suck. But
Hey.
my little camera cover came off. Camera lens cover. Okay, I might have another one, I might not. I don't know. Time for everything. I need a pair of scissors. I don't have that. You know, that felt different. There's springs on that? Is that what that is? Oh, there's Loctite on that screw. That's scary. I don't think I need to take those off to take this back plate off though. Everyone's having a good Thursday. I appreciate y'all stopping in. You're gonna watch me sweat. Right, because with the current financial situation and the current GPU market, this is not the best time for this to be happening. Nothing's gonna go wrong, you know. Big money, no whammies.
No whammies.
Making a list. I'm checking it twice. Okay, those two screws hold the back plate on. Okay. I'm glad I looked at that. I feel like I should have watched a video on this. I really hope I'd feel so much better. Like, I'm gonna feel better if I test the 3070 Ti that's in your PC, and if it does need it and I do end up doing it, I'm gonna feel a lot more confident because A, I've done it on this one, but also I bought that card new, so I know nobody's been in it. You know what I mean? I can't guarantee nobody's been in this card. You know. Okay, that goes through the PCB right there. Oh my god. How am I supposed to... This is stupid. Like, am I supposed to take this part off first? The shroud first? I don't think so. I just want the back plate, but there's at least these 4 screws going through the PCB into the back plate. It's not all the way up. Look at that. Oh yeah, no. This shroud has to come off first. Cool. Might even. Not supported. Oh, I just turned it off. Not what I meant to do. One, two, three, four. Thankfully, the gimbal has a little light, like I can turn on. Like I can't see, and I got the overhead lights on. I got all these lights on. I can't see.
So bright.
Three screws here. Three screws there. Those screws there. I feel like I should just be able to go for the side screws and keep the whole shroud together. Do I have fat fucking fingers? I really don't know anybody's fingers that could get in there. Like any adult's fingers. Maybe the boy. Imagine waking up like, "Hey, buddy, I need you to grab this." He's gonna be like, "What?"
Break it somehow. Pure Hulk strength.
He does not have the finesse. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. And how am I supposed to get to that? I'm glad But I have. Okay. Maybe like that. Is that too? Is that coming out? I can't tell. There we go. That's like. It's like hitting the cooler. It's not the way. Not bad. I didn't spray it out. I haven't sprayed it out. It's a little dusty. Like there's a little bit on the fan blade.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. This new case that I have, what was that? Oh, for the SLI. That's, I forgot that the 3090 you could do SLI. This new case is a lot better with the dust than the Phanteks. The Phanteks case I have it get really dusty even with the dust filters. This one's a dual chamber. The Montech King 95 case, it's a dual chamber, so I don't know if maybe the other side before the secondary filters is worse. But the inside of this case isn't bad at all. I haven't had to dust it at all since I built it. Okay, I'm gonna need I watched like a time-lapse video of someone taking it apart, but apparently I watched a different model because it is not coming apart how his did. There's some extra stuff going on that I think that's why I was a little more worried about the 3070 Ti, because that one's the Amp Hollow edition. I think mine's the Trinity or the Trinity. I don't know if I don't think it's a Trinity OC. I don't know. Okay, that's that. I took all the screws off holding the cooler. I guess I need to take the ones holding the I/O side bracket off. How you doing, More? It was fun racing? Okay, there's 3 screws back there. I guess I gotta take these off too. I'm also trying to record this with my phone at the same time. So my phone's sitting in front of me, you can't see it, but...
In front of your arms?
Literally, my phone's right there. Am I missing? No, those. Okay, those 2 screws are for over there. Okay. anything? Yep, Big Burn. How you doing, brother? I'm about to put out like a MIA. I've seen you on Sailing the High Seas. But you've been Bravo 6 going dark. I'm gonna put out a bolo on you. Sounds good, sounds good. Well, I understand. Like, never feel bad about, you know, being MIA. Or not gaming or being late to reply, but when it's like, gotcha. I'm like, it's been over 48 hours and 2 separate messages, and this man's Bravo 6 going dark. I'm like, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully someone didn't steal his stuff, and you know, you're not laying in a ditch somewhere and they're just literally gaming on your freaking stuff. My mind just goes to the worst possible scenario for anything. Well, yeah, never worry about it. If it's late or early. Is it just being held on by the tension of the thermal pads, or is there something else? Boom. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I'm so fucking scared right now. Like, I am legitimately scared. I cannot explain to y'all. The only thing I can describe it as was when I delidded my 4790K. I literally delidded the IHS, the integrated heat spreader, off the top of the CPU, and I put liquid metal, and I used liquid electrical tape. And it was like, I literally, if I broke it, if it didn't work, I couldn't afford to replace it. And I'm in a similar boat right here, like with this. But I just gotta be real careful, and we'll be all right. So there's a little bit of dust, a little bit of dust right here. That's really never been cleaned. Got the whoops. Little RGB LEDs. Got the thermal. Oh man. Oh no. The thermal pads are definitely not soft. They're a little tacky, but my memory wasn't bad at all. My memory, my hotspot, my memory wasn't bad. Temp wasn't bad. Even my core temp wasn't bad. Oh, this thing just fell apart. Okay. Still a little palatable, but it's just crumbling. They're heavy. This one's still a little soggy. I'll clean it all up. I'm scared, but I should just pull this connector like it owes me money. Pull it like you're pulling. Never mind.
What?
Pulling on some hair. In a Fortnite match. Let's go. Hope you win. Hope you win the match more. Oh my god. Hey yo, Big Bird heard that. That screw just went flying when I said pulling hair. He's like, hey yo.
I'm just.
Your hair's getting. Have you cut your hair yet, Big Bird, or is it still good? You know, hair pulling length. I don't know where that screw went. I'm scared. Fuck. That thing popped and shot out. And... See it? Looked important. That was honestly my biggest fear. Yeah, you will. Have you got it? Oh, your hair has been cut. Okay. Oh boy. How short did you go? You just get like a haircut like once, like you get it really short and you let it grow out insurmountably, and then you just take it back down again whenever you get around to it. Did it fly off my desk? All right. Yeah. You see my hair. I haven't got my hair cut in... It's been over 2 years now?
Yeah.
The last haircut I got was a little bit
Baby
before
girl was born.
baby girl was born.
Mm-hmm.
I shaved my beard since I've cut my hair. Okay. So... Are there any screws holding the cooler in that I missed? I don't see any. That's creeper. If I get it cut once, I start running over it on it. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it's called a creeper. Yeah, my hair definitely gets caught on the creeper. And I pull my hair, I gotta like make sure it's put up and as I'm working on it. Okay. Alright. What do you need? Is it just pressure now? Mainly it'd be these 4 screws here for the cooler. I'm scared. Just gonna Oh my god, that was terrifying. Yeah, that paste just got smushed out. You can't see it with the light. Yummy, yummy. I almost bought a different thermal compound, but it had a lot less thermal connectivity. But literally, like, look at that paste. It all just got smushed out. Like, I was gonna say something stupid, and I decided not to. I was like, how many gifts would it take me to try it? Try a little bit of it? No, I'm not gonna do it.
No, sir.
That's not the way you wanna lose your reproductive.
I was about to say we already had one ER visit this week. Don't even go there.
I wonder what it smells like though. Like nothing.
Like that.
I smell the thermal pads more than I smell the thermal paste. These. Oh yeah, these are just falling apart. I probably could have reused these pads, honestly. But I'm in here. I don't know if these are the stock thermal pads or not, honestly. I wonder if the previous owner did the thermal. Oh, that is dry as fuck. I'm kind of, I don't want to scratch the cooler. There's a little QR code, but I'm recording a video on my phone, so I don't. That's like gummy. Want to smell my finger? Let it focus. It's like super tacky. That's literally supposed to be the thermal paste, so I can see why I'm hot spotting. When and where. It won't smell the same, Big Bird. It won't smell the same, but next time you're in Houston. Now you're scared. You won't know what the flavor of the day is. Odds are it might smell of brisket. But
Odds are high.
Odds are high it'll smell like brisket. Okay, that cleaned up really nicely. But I just have isopropyl alcohol. On a cotton round. There's so much light that the camera I have overhead is having a hard time not being washed out. I'm really trying not to scratch anything. Not using a knife. So, up on it for good fun. On it to get lucky. On it for good time. Up on it for fun. On it to get lucky. On it to get lucky. Are you ever up all night to get lucky, Big Bird? We're literally like, are we gonna be able to get lucky before we pass the fuck out? That's I remember my friends when I lived in Miami, they would literally come over to my house some nights and pregame and then go out to the bars or the clubs or whatever. And if they didn't end up getting lucky, they would come back to my place or they'd go home to lick their wounds, their pride. I'll hit that again. I'm gonna clean this up again once I'm. So, I wonder how much. I kind of messed up the. It's hard to tell. I messed up these fins right here for the screws because like there's no way to get to it, like get past this plate, and it's like they did an indentation right? They did a little indentation, but then the fins stick out further than the indentation does. Like, it kind of sucked. And then now I got cotton dust in my cooler fin. This is a decent amount of freaking aluminum. All right, let me put this over here for now. And then I can swing you around. I thought about bringing out my anti-static mat and putting my grounding, bracelet on, and I'm just like, I don't think I need to do all that. GG's more. Let's go. I have another long screw over there, but I don't think that's the one that that's one of the ones that goes over here. Big Bird says, "What's up?" If you don't see the chat on the screen, I don't know how big that is. I think I can make that chat bigger. I don't think I've ever really used this scene. The only time I think I used this scene was to try to record a video for something that I didn't even end up using. Moore almost won the tournament last night, Big Bird. He was close. Yeah, I need to check my amp hollow, my 3070 amp hollow. Make sure that that's not why one of the reasons Groovy's having issues. But even when she's gaming, the fans, I haven't changed my pace on my 1070 Ti, and that's still running in my streaming rig. I got a 1070 Ti in there, and I have a 3050. Does the 3050 even have fans on it? Do you remember, was it passive? I think it was passively cooled. Or if there were fans, they were little. They were like tiny. GA 102-300-A1. GA 102. Do we have any higher percentage of isopropyl alcohol?
What do you have?
70. It's really, really, really low. Usually for this stuff, I would want it like at least as high as possible.
Is it one of the small bottles that you have?
Yeah, the Medline, the Medline one.
The hospital alcohol. I don't even know. I don't think I have any other bottles.
In the memory. Well, I can't, I'm not going to turn on my compressor right now, but I have like a Craftsman, 1 horsepower, 12 gallon. Are you watching AOT? What's AOT? Season 3. Oh no, I couldn't. I couldn't get past. I don't even know if I finished season 1. Like I couldn't stay in it. And everyone loved Attack on Titan, and I'm just not into it. I'm just not into it. Like, it's cool, the premise is cool and everything, but just like the story and the delivery just kind of lost me. Okay, yeah, no, I have literally like a snap-on or like a huge, like it's a big nozzle, like literally, so I can just hold the fan blades and just. It's definitely it's aggressive. Like 120 psi. It's a lot. But then I have microfiber towels, so if I need to like physically dust anything, I just got the microfiber and I wipe it. I wipe it down. Microfiber towels help a lot with grabbing the dust, in my opinion. I don't know what. We need to put a little one there, and a bigger thermal pad here. Crazy, all these capacitors. Oh, okay. My 1070 Ti is the Asus Cerberus, so it's, I think it's a two fan. I couldn't afford the Strix. Oh yeah, no, I can imagine. My cat has her kitty condo over there, but thankfully none of the hair gets over here. I haven't pulled the streaming PC apart yet because that's kind of on the side that she's on, so I may be getting the fiber from the kitty condo and her hair in it. But I might be taking it out. I might be taking the RAM out of my streaming rig to put in Groovy's PC because I have 64 gigs. I have 64 gigs? Yeah, 64 gigs of RAM in my streaming PC. But I gave her my 32 gig kit. Because they're RGB, they're G.Skill, 4 sticks. They're 4 sticks of G.Skill RGB, and then I have 2 sticks of 32 each of Corsair. Yeah. Yeah, I think even with my 3 cameras, 4 cameras, I have 4 cameras. Yeah, I have 4 cameras hooked up to the PC right now. Even with the video broadcast, even with Discord, with all of the stuff and my replay buffer, I think the max I've ever seen my RAM get up to is like 26 gigabytes. Oh. This is the second. Wow, my phone just decided it wanted to tell me to update. I only have one more time. It's only going to tell me. That's the second time it's told me. The third time, it's just going to do it. It's just going to update. It's not going to give me a chance. Well, you fucked up, dude. We gave you the chance. We let you. We warned you. We warned you once. We warned you twice. The third time, we just turn your shit off and do it. What sucks is when that happens in the middle of the night and it doesn't actually restart by itself. I gotta like put my password and let everything optimize, and it's like, alright, well, you just wasted. It doesn't matter as much anymore as when I was like working a full-time job.
Needing your alarms to go off.
Yeah. Can I even get this paste off of here? I don't want to scrub too hard on this. Honestly, like that's not the CPU die. I don't need to really worry about. I mean, it's not the GPU core. It's not the die, so I don't really need to clean the I don't even know what they're called. They're not the phase. I was down it was thermal throttling. I was getting, my clocks were dropping to like 1600, 1500. I was down like 50 watts on power. And I had a hotspot temperature of 106.5 degrees Celsius. So the thermal paste was the paste went old. The toothpaste, the thermal paste got just got old. I had a hotspot, but it was running, I think it was running Forza Motorsport on ultra graphics with ultra ray tracing, like max graphics essentially. That was just like because no, the 4070 Super still isn't as good as the 3090. Like, if I have to rely, if the only way that it can get better frames is only on certain games and only with DLSS, like, it's not technically a better card. And not to knock anybody, like, but I am gonna be really hard. I'm gonna have a really hard time buying any card that uses a 12-volt high power connector. Because if I have a card, like, I literally I overclock it. Like, I'm going to push the power as high as it'll let me. I'm not going to go as far as flashing another BIOS onto this because I don't want to break it. And this wasn't one of the versions that had a dual BIOS, unless there's a switch somewhere I haven't noticed. Now's the time to look for a switch. Mm-hmm. If it had a dual BIOS, I would flash a more aggressive BIOS on it. But it's not the 3 8-pin model. I got this card for $600. I've got this card for almost half the price of what I spent on the 3070 Ti back on launch. I can't buy another one for $600, dude. I can't find a 3090 for $600. I looked at graphics, like, trying to see, okay, what if I can get a 3090 Ti and give Groovy the 3090 and put the 3070 Ti in my streaming rig, and then put my 3050 in my little Acer mini tower, and then I could run a dedicated server off the mini Acer tower. And graphic cards are super expensive right now. It's stupid. Every time Nvidia releases a graphics card and the launch is botched, it turns into everything just rocket ships in price. I am gonna just wipe these inside of these blades off since I'm here. No, like, even if I had the money, which I don't, but if I had the money and they had a 4090 in stock and I could buy it at MSRP, I'd have a hard time wanting it. You still get cake. Cake. Let's go. Hope you have a good night, Big Bird. Appreciate you stopping through. I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad no one robbed you and took your shit and was just gaming on it. $5,000 on freaking... Yeah, that's wild, dude. People are just stupid. Scalpers... Like, there's money to be made. I appreciate you, Big Bird. Man, people have FOMO, and they want the latest and greatest, and they're willing to pay out the ass for it. And scalpers see any way to make some money, and they're gonna capitalize on it. Because if they could get their hands on two 4090s, they could literally scout one, sell it for $5,000, and they literally get a free 4090. Like honestly, I would be hard pressed not to do that if I had the ability to buy two 4090s. I'm like, I could literally sell one at double the price and essentially get a 4090 for free. Like, it's just stupid that there are people out there that'll actually spend that much money on a graphics card. And like, it's one thing if it's like for a company that does like AI training, you know, or does like actually uses it to make money. Like I understand, like consume workstation grade, not workstation, data center grade, you know, cards, they go for, you know, they can go for tens of thousands of dollars. And like that I understand. You already done with Arena Breakout, Eric? Are you still streaming, dude? Did you end it? It was short. Oh no, he's still in Raid. Eric's in Raid right now. I haven't pulled up. I'm like, I didn't see him host out to anybody. All right. Darling, can you do me? You don't have any scissors over there, do you? I don't know where the red scissors are. If they're in the kitchen or if they're.
Like those utility scissors?
Yeah.
I last used them in the laundry room, but I haven't seen them in a while.
I need to cut these thermal pads, and I don't want to use just use a razor, you know.
No, I have scissors.
These look almost the same. If I'm being 100% honest, this looks like almost identical in color. They may have done the thermal pads. All right. And they may have done the thermal pads on this card because these look like G-Lid. These look like G-Lid thermal pads. Like, they probably be hard to see. But here's, like, they look really, really close. I don't know what the factory ones look like. And what these are a lot softer though. Fancy. You sure? Whatever you think. I'm gonna be cutting this. It's a little bit softer. Okay. You can iron it? Is the lights off? Our boy's going through his scared of the dark phase. He'll literally wake up, turn his light on, and then go back to sleep. A little bit, he'd ask to leave the closet light on, and we're like, nobody, like, whenever I'm trying to put them both down, she won't go to sleep if there's a light on. She needs pitch black. I don't know. I don't know if I got enough thermal pads now that I'm looking at it. I got 2 of these. I thought I was gonna have plenty, but there's a lot of memory. 24 gigs. 24 gigs of VRAM is a lot. I get 3 rows out of this? 1. You can still hear me more. How are you liking the new Fortnite season? I can get 2 with some room. I can get the larger. I haven't played much. You like the bat more than the swords? Mammoth. Which one's the mammoth? Oh, okay. It's a 2-shot? Well, it has 2 shots? I think I only played it one night. I think the legendary has 2. I don't think I've picked up a lower one. Oh my god. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna... Oh, it's hit scan? I didn't even realize that. What's up, Sir Savage? How you doing, bud? I like that they brought the sniper back. The sniper's so, even a headshot isn't a one-shot. You gotta calibrate it. You gotta calibrate it, man. You know, I don't think I have enough thermal pad. I don't think I bought enough. No calibration needed. Just like, nah, it's just not there. Do you play on mouse and keyboard, or do you play with a controller? I don't remember. Okay. I think it might end up. I think I might end up reusing some of the back ones. Yeah, I didn't hate controller, but I didn't like it either. I was just so used to it, and then I got mouse and keyboard, and it took a while. It took a while to calibrate, but once I got it down, I was like, I can never go back to having to aim to like. I literally played. I played Assassin's Creed last week, or the week before on controller. I played on controller for the first time in what was it, like since 2018. So it was pretty wild. I was like, I haven't played Assassin's Creed on controller. When I was leaning back and I had the hoodie on, like I started the night on mouse and keyboard when I was shirtless. Once I had the hoodie on, I was leaning back, I was playing on controller. I just wasn't feeling good. That's literally the first Assassin's Creed since Black Flag that I've played with a controller. Two minutes. So it's time to go. Why is he up right now? Like, why is he up at 1:30 in the morning? With Edward? I miss Black Flag. I miss Black Flag so much. Black Flag was awesome. I missed the companion app that they had on Black Flag because Groovy was my oracle and she could go around and ping everything. You could literally see a real-time map of the game. I wish they would do that again. Clean this cooler off. Right. The thermal paste. I was huge into Metal Gear Solid. I was really into Call of Duty. I was on PlayStation back then. I was into Assassin's Creed. I was into Soul Calibur. I played Madden and 2K with my buddies. Way back in the day, I'd play like Spy Hunter. Spy Hunter 2 had like a glitch with the train level where you just like you couldn't win. you couldn't win no matter what. It was like bugged. Was it Yoda DLC? Yoda and Darth Vader. I love Soul Calibur. Alright, that's as clean as it's gonna get. One last wipe down. I'm kind of bummed that I don't have a higher concentration of isopropyl alcohol, but it is what it is. I kind of just I ordered this the thermal paste and the pads yesterday, like last night, and it got delivered today, thankfully. I almost didn't want to race, but it wasn't bad when I turned down all the settings. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. I got this little. This was $20, dude. This little bag, 2 grams of this was $20. And this stuff looks like I think it's like pink, like Pepto-Bismol. Nice. That was probably the smarter thing to do. They didn't have it in stock. The only option I had was that if I wanted it today. Do you actually like use the spreader on it? Like that's not normally how I have done thermal paste in the past, but this might be different. Never use the spreader. Well, that's my only option, really. This is a plug. What do you do? You just raw dog it off the tip right here. You just raw dog it out of the. Okay. Oh no, I might spread it a little bit. I might spread it a little bit because I only want to do this once. Well, what I've seen some people have to do, because it literally, with how hot it gets, it pushes it out. They use like what is it? A phase change, a PCM. Yeah, they do PCM, a phase change material, so it resists the spread out. It resists it. I'm doing a lot. Here. Oh my god, that was terrible. This is not how I normally do it. Normally I just do an X and I mount the cooler and that's that. I don't do any of this nonsense. But I want to make sure there's enough on it. I don't even think I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna try to wipe it up. I'm gonna try to wipe it up. I feel like that's That's like more than half the thing. That's like 1.5 grams on there. What? There was a lot that I took out. This I don't think you saw the screws. These screws literally have oh my god, I did not just do that. That screw just shot out. Now I'm fucked. There's little springs on this screw. Looks like... No, this is not fine. This is fucking terrible. I think the second screw I've lost. And this one I have to have. I can't go through my bin of screws and find one similar. Yeah. The back plate has holes. It goes through the back plate. Yep. Yep. $384 watts. And this isn't even the highest wattage model, because this only has 2 8-pins. I have to find that screw now. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna just use my rifle flashlight. Is that what I'm gonna do? Go under my PC. I only heard it one time. You mind all the time with them? Yeah, I mind with my... I mind on my 3070 Ti and my 1070 Ti. I had a 3060 Ti. It's not worth it anymore. Uh-oh. While it was running? Dude, I'm gonna cry. That sucks. Dude, I'm gonna cry. I just lost one of the most important screws on this freaking thing. And I heard it once, and that was it, dude. No, this literally, it's a big screw with a spring on it. It's gonna be hard to find, but I just heard it one time. I'm gonna have to get down on the ground. No, not like this. I found a thumb screw for something. Let me make sure. I don't think it bounced over here. I'll put it back there. I think the metal ting was from the side of my GPU case. My GPU case, my computer. I don't think it hit my pedals. That's my fault for freaking holding it up like that in the tweezers and not just in my hand. They're from the iFixit kit. They're from the iFixit kit, but they're pressure. Like, so you push them open and then they close. No, I would have shown it anyway because I'm recording. I'm recording on OBS and I'm recording on my phone, so I would have shown it off anyway. But I yeeted another screw earlier like that, and I should have learned my lesson. Alright. Didn't. Will you ever find yourself inside a fantasy? And did you ever find the love in you found? Gonna stop the recording. And will I ever get the chance to be your fantasy? And will I see you down the road? Oh man, this one is hot. Well, if I do, I'll tell you that you I'm gonna pull my phone flashlight out and look around for it. I suppose it's nice to know that there's so much left to go. But as seasons start to change, my feelings may start to fade, but I'll never
forget. Oh, the ease you put me in. Oh, the sun will start to set as the leaves rise in the wind. And amidst the sea of red, I'll think of the words you said. Oh, and it's hard as
It literally, dude, it was literally in like the the curtains in front of the window. It probably shot out and hit the curtain and fell down, so it was on the floor under the window. But that's underneath my freaking. That's underneath my. I have a folding table. Oh, my Lanta. I feel so much better, dude. I don't even care about that other little screw. Like I can deal with it. I'll figure out which. I'll figure out which one I'm not gonna use. I don't wanna fuck up my gimbal. I don't know when I'm ever gonna have time to edit this, or if I'm gonna post it anywhere. I was thought about doing liquid metal, and I was like, I don't have my liquid electrical tape dried out. My liquid electrical tape dried out, so I didn't have time to go and get more. And I was like, I'm not gonna use nail polish. And this die is so big. Yeah, I was on DaVinci Resolve. I have so much I need to edit, dude. I ended up getting a whole bunch of. Did I have the asset packs and everything when you were watching me? Because I bought a whole bunch of assets. Good enough for there. But I'm at the point now where it's like there's a lot that I want to do, but to have the automatic, to have the features that I need, to like to be able to use the 3090 to be able to use for it to use the NVIDIA GPU for all the renders, I have to have Studio, which is $300. If I want to use the AI, well, not, I don't know if it's AI, but to use the automatic captions, I have to have the Studio version. It's worth it, in my opinion, but at the same time, I could probably find an AI thing to do it for free. It's just gonna use all my video into its algorithm, you know. Yeah, I can multi-track audio. I have, what is it, like 6 audio channels coming from my recordings. I have so many audio channels, and when if I try to watch a clip back in on Windows, before I edit it and render it, it just picks it can't play all the audio tracks at once. There's so many. Okay, so I replaced this one, and I need to replace that one. I can leave these. Yeah, I just literally, I had it happen where I wanted a clip. I wanted a clip where I just wanted Big Bird's voice from let me see, hold on. I'm pretty sure I don't even have my touch portal open. I don't know. Discord is working, so this should work. So yeah, he had to record that for me and send it to me after the fact because I couldn't get the music out of the track. I'm pretty sure, I wish I wouldn't have poked on this so much, but this thermal pad should be fine. Oh shit. Man, who knew I was gonna need 3 freaking 40 by 80 millimeter thermal pads. I did not. So I have this one, I already replaced that one. So I have enough, but I don't have enough to do all of them. Which is wild. I probably, knowing what I know now, I could have gotten away with not doing them. My memory junction temps were fine. But I'm very much in the camp of just do it while you're in there. And I didn't want to not buy them and take them off and just break apart. I don't think I had any. Now think about it, none of them broke until I think only one split when I took it off. Or I don't even know. I don't think any split actually. I probably could have gotten away with not replacing any of them. Not anymore. There's no need. I would push it, but there's not really. I don't really use MSI Afterburner anymore. I just let the NVIDIA app do it, so I don't even know. Before, yeah, I would do a base and then I would run it until I crashed, and then I would drop it back down, and I just wouldn't push it past that. It'll do it automatically. What's this way? So I need. Okay, that one's there, that one's there. So I just need this. I wonder if the boy's still. I wonder if Groovy fell asleep in the chair. Did I put a little thermal pad over here? I don't even know what that is. Is that controller chip? That's not bad. My thermals were great. I was in the 80s. even with this thermal throttling, my GPU core was what, 86. Nice. What is this? I don't know what this is. I wonder if I should put a thermal pad on it. Well, nope, because there's like there's a hole for it, so you can get to the screw down here. Oh, it'd be under. I don't think it hurt anything. It's a little boop. No, I wouldn't. At that point, like, I'm not set up. I don't have a microscope. I'm trying to remember what order. I think there was a shroud was the biggest thing I had to take off to get to the other screws. Before I put this on, though, I need to make sure I can get all the screws back in, because a few of them were covered up by the cooler, and I maybe should have put them back in before putting the cooler in. They went into the back plate. I'm very wary right now. Was that on me? Was that on me more, or you just got lost in the sauce? Yeah, I enjoy doing stuff like this, even if it's built out of necessity. This doesn't want to go. Screw just fell. Yeah, a pad fell off the top. Right here, it fell off. But I'm moving this around a bit, so I'm I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it off. I'm gonna take this one off while I'm trying to sort these screws out for the back plate. Honestly, what do you think more? Should I take it off and see how the mount looked on the cooler? What's up, Silver Surfer? Oh, not much, brother. My 39 decided it wanted to have a hot spot temperature of 106.5 degrees Celsius. I screwed the heatsink down. I did the 4 screws holding it. But I'm tempted to see how the spread was and then just remount it. Versus putting it all back together and it... Well, I think it'd be better to see if the... I know it's not like Liquid Metal is able to lift it and put it back on. Like, it's not a big deal, but I don't know how the... I've never worked with the Cryonaut before. What are the odds of air bubbles? Yeah, we're getting technical over here, Silver Surfer. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to decide. I don't have enough thermal. Well, this is my first time repasting a GPU. This is my first time doing this with GPU. I delidded. You wouldn't? Okay, we're not gonna do it. We're just gonna send it. We're gonna send it. I delidded my old i7 4790K, which that's like taking the metal cap off the top, the IHS integrated heat spreader, and I took the old thermal paste off and I put liquid metal in there, and that CPU is still running. I gave it to my buddy. I upgraded, and I sold him a PC that I built with those parts. But I've never done this. This is a bit more involved than I like. I'm nervous. I was scared. I was scared when I delidded, but it was a lot less involved, you know. Like, you're just breaking the IHS seal versus this. But we already got it taken off. We got the everything cleaned up, thermal pads replaced. Now I'm just trying to put the screws back in to hold the back plate so I can put it all back together. And well, that's why some people use nail polish when they're delidding CPUs. They use nail polish. I use liquid electrical tape. I use liquid electrical tape to keep the liquid metal from getting... I'd be more scared of what do they do? What is it called when you you take the die, you have the exposed die of the core. I don't know what that's called. There's that screw. It's like a step further than delidding. Like, you have the exposed die of the core. See what I'm talking about more? Yeah, but it's when you don't put the... Yeah, you delid it, but you don't put the... you don't put the IHS back on. you just mount the cooler to the exposed die. That's something that I wouldn't be comfortable with. I don't mind. It's a bit harder now on the new stuff because there's not thermal paste on the IHS, it's solder. So I wouldn't do that now with current parts, you know. That's too spicy. You know what I mean? I think I'm featured on Kick. W Kickstaff, W Dimitri or W Milan, whoever it is. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all are having a great week. I honestly wish I wasn't doing this right now. To be 100% honest with you, I really would have rather not. But it needed to be done. I was worried I was gonna fry my my 3090. Trying to play games. I'm gonna have to bend this fin a little bit, I think. There we go. I can always bend them back to get these screws in. Those two are for there. You gotta be shitting me. I have very fat fingers and they are not made to work on these little parts. This is not, it doesn't work. I make it work. I use tweezers and I use little forceps and I've had an iFixit kit for like 4 years, 5 years, right? So I should be fine. You gotta be shitting me right now. How did I manage to get the screw stuck like that? Let's go. How you doing, Pitar?
Hello there.
I appreciate that follow, sir. How y'all doing? I haven't seen you in a little while. Hope everything's been going well. W Kickstaff. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Let's go, Saul. How you doing, brother? Yeah, Kickstaff is awesome. I haven't interacted with a single Kickstaff member that wasn't just an awesome person. Dimitri's a solid dude. Milan's solid. Peter came in, I think, one time when they were showing me love off of Rocket League. I was doing Rocket League on mouse and keyboard. Saul's probably over there holding back the vomit every time he watches me play Rocket League on mouse and keyboard. Okay, I might need to come back to this. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're staying safe. Hope everyone's having a great week. I hope it's going better than mine, because I am on the struggle bus right now. I am very scared and I am highly uncomfortable. I've heard you. I've heard you with NY Slickness and Eric Sig. When I'm lurking on them, I hear you talking. I'm a big old lurker. I'm so busy lately. I can't catch a break. After I'm done doing this, I gotta finish my OSHA 10. And then have a meeting in the morning. Can you just go in, please? I have fat fingers, dude. I have big old hands. And these are really little screws. I'm not having a good time. I'm just being honest. I'm trying here. And it's like I can use a magnetic screwdriver. The problem is the fins on this cooler are too big. So like to get them out, I had to finagle them to get them out. A lot of them I just was able to get out when I separated the cooler. I should have put these screws back in before I mounted the cooler. And now I'm at the point where I don't have enough. Yeah, no, there's 4 main screws that hold the cooler to the GPU die. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that hold the shroud going around the PCB onto the backplate. And then there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that hold the shroud onto the cooler. You want some skin salt? Let's go. So B-Dual, Byrix hasn't got the integration down yet with the B-Dual, so it really doesn't do anything. Dude, I didn't have a choice. I had to, man. I had to, brother. I was having a 106.5 degree hotspot. I had to like turn all my settings way down and drop my FPS to not burn my card up. It was throttling. It was dropping my power down. My poor GPU. My overall core temp wasn't too bad. It was in the 70s and 80s. But the hotspot, it was throttling. I was only using a fraction of the wattage. So I had to. Okay, that one's in. I think I swapped a screw around somewhere. Because this screw looks like a fatty. It didn't want to go in. So I appreciate WKickstop for the feature. Welcome to the train wreck, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be alright. We'll get it. We'll get it back together. These all look like they're the same size. I've been down one too many times, but I'll fight till
can't find the light. I've been there, done all that before. Don't care what's one more war. I'll be here if you need me, I swear.
I'm not in a rush.
And if you hear me, I'm so sorry. I'll be better in the morning. Rain goes on and on. I'm thankful. I'm so fucking grateful that I never let go. And
I got nothing but time. Pretty sure I lost a screw. And I think this looks threaded. I think these are threaded from the back here. Swear to God. Screw I just put in came out. That's going to be the hardest part. We're on the home stretch. They even put blue Loctite on these threads. It's wild. I'm gonna keep it orientated this way so my screws don't keep falling out. Boom, boom. Put the shroud back in. Yeah, the Zotac. This is my second Zotac. Third Zotac, I lie. I have a 3070 Ti Amp Hollow Edition. And I got this 3090, which is the Trinity. And then I got my 3050, which is also a Zotac. And see, a lot of people have had issues with Zotac, and I've had no issues. I got this GPU secondhand, right? I got this GPU secondhand. It's run like a champ. I've had it for over a year and a half. So I honestly, I can't complain. I can't complain at all. And I've been pushing it, dude. I've been pushing this thing. You saw me. I've been editing. I've been playing games in 1440 as high graphics as I can, where I get 144 plus FPS. I get 200 FPS in Fortnite with the settings I don't think I've turned any settings down except motion blur. I don't like motion blur. I don't like chromatic abrasions. I don't like film grain. Yeah, EVGA is a goat, but EVGA commanded a premium, and I see why. Like, EVGA stopped making graphics cards when they mandated the 12-volt high power. The 12-volt high power is a garbage connector. And I'm going to have a hard time having to buy any GPU where I have to use the 12-volt high power. Honestly, I might just flat out refuse. Like, until... I think I have quite a long time until this 3090 can't hit the performance metrics that I want it to. You know what I mean? And at that point, that's when I'm going to need to look at upgrading. I like ASUS stuff, but every brand has their issues. Like, no brand is immune to issues. ASUS's warranty is trash. Gigabyte has exploding power supplies, and the fans break. See, I'm lucky. I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had coil whine or anything crazy. I thought about de-shrouding this. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into taking this shroud off and just literally putting, what do I need, like 120 millimeter, 3 120 millimeter fans. I just have to figure out how I want it. I don't want to use zip ties. See, I've been, knock on wood, the only PC part I've ever had to warranty or RMA was my G-Skill RAM. And I was lucky enough to be able to buy a cheap kit of, what was it, like A-Team or something RAM off of I bought a RAM kit off Amazon, and I ended up trading it when I traded my 3060 Ti, and I traded my I had a Ryzen motherboard. I was gonna do a PC build for Groovy back in the day before I ever did this last one for her. And she just didn't have the time. She was pregnant, so she's just like, nope, I'm gonna play an Xbox. So last year I built her. Was it last year I built her a PC or the year before? I don't remember now, to be honest with you. Time blurs. Time flies when you have a good time. Is that what they say? Why is there a hole there when it's literally right? Appreciate that follow, Gibberish. If you're real, I hope you're doing well. You don't want to sleep? Yeah, right now I really wish I could pause time and do what I need to do. It had a hotspot temperature of 106.5 degrees Celsius, and it was thermal throttling and dropping power. But the memory junction temp was fine, and the core temp was fine, so I didn't notice. I just noticed that my my clocks were down a little bit in certain games, like if I had ray tracing on and I was like an intensive game, and I noticed my power was down and my fans were really high. I'm like, that's weird, you know. And I finally tested it. I ran Hardware Info 64, and lo and behold, I had a hotspot temp because like I had the readout, I had the stats for it, and the core was like the hottest it got was 86. So I'm like, it's not that, like that's weird. What's going on? But yeah, it had a hotspot. So we repasted it. It's got Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut now on the core, and it's got G-lid thermal pads, which I think the person who had this before me might have put thermal pads in it, because you can't really see it, but that's the thermal pad that came out of it. And this is the new thermal pad. They look almost identical. So I think, because I got this graphics card used, I think the previous owner might have put thermal pads on it. So just need that the paste was old. The paste was really old, and it had some fallout. So we're gonna repaste, and we put new thermal pads almost everywhere. These two screws are for the back, through the back plate. I'm pretty sure those two screws are for here. I swear. I'm almost there. I got the shroud back on. I just gotta put a few more screws in. But as I'm turning this around, screws keep falling out, so it's been a fun time. I'm pretty sure I lost a screw and I can't find it. I lost a very important screw and I found it. Thankfully. I lost one of the screws for the cooler. It shot out. I was trying to hold it up to the camera. You have the iFixit kit? It's been awesome, man. Like I have a bunch of, like, I'm an electrician by trade. I have a bunch of tools, and I've had a bunch of like control screwdrivers and stuff. But I was just like, let me get a dedicated kit that I'm not going to use for work. I appreciate that follow. Hokage? Isn't that like Naruto? Kakari Make? For Make or Koge? Yeah, I probably have almost everything in this kit as far as bit wise. I didn't have the little pry bars and the little, like, these little tweezers. I didn't have like this little pry bar. This little thing I didn't have. I didn't have the little plastic guitar picks. Has some grind. The grids. Yours don't. Your bits don't stay. Oh, you're talking about when you put screws in here. I haven't had any of my bits fall out, but I don't really use the kit all that much unless I'm working on stuff like this. Okay, these two screws go here for the I/O bracket like that. That's over there. These two screws go back here. Right to the hole? Yeah. I'm just trying to cross my T's and dot my I's because this was a pain. Like, I'm gonna have to start these. Okay, all right. I tell you, reassembly is much more difficult than disassembly, for being honest. To pull your fans out. Yeah, I did, I have an Inspiron 15, I think, that had the i7 watching a recording reverse. Right, that's how you should do it. Let me just turn my 'Cause I'm recording with my phone too. Okay, I don't know where this screw goes. It seems like it's too big for these. Let me see. I'm gonna see if it'll screw in. This doesn't really want to screw into the back plate. Nope. I appreciate that follow, Joker. I think I have it posted on my Twitter. I did a repaste on my laptop because I used my laptop as my streaming rig for a while until I upgraded my main PC and then made a streaming PC, and I retired my laptop. So if I'm streaming in my garage, I do garage streams sometimes. If I'm streaming in my garage, I'm on my laptop. I still use it, but it just couldn't handle it. Oh my god. I'm a little bit tired. I'm a bit over this. But I didn't want to run another. If I didn't do it now, I'd be doing it Friday night before my stream then. Okay, so thermal pad time. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, we don't do a lot of this. Commander deck. Which one is that? Yeah, that's a lot beefier. I upgraded the RAM in my Dell, in my Inspiron. How many screws are left? I got the screws for this. I got 2 screws that are gonna go back over here on this plastic piece that goes into the cooler, but I can do that through these holes on the back plate. There's one screw that doesn't seem to fit anywhere. I got 2 empty screws that I need to figure out where they ran off to. But I want to get this plugged in and get this mounted so I can turn it around. I probably have a screw or 2 that fell into my cooler. So I just want to get this RGB plugged in. Really? They came out. They came out. Very normal. I'm worried now. Sorry, I gotta like try to back up and get the angle on this thing. There's always extra parts left over. How the hell am I gonna... Like, I need like a third hand. Yeah, I dropped one on the floor. There was one that shot out in the beginning off the tweezers. Do I really need the RGB on the back, on this back plate really bad? I'm tempted not even to plug this bitch in. For being 100% honest. Oh, I got it. Save a watt. Ride a cowboy. Okay. I'm an idiot. I'm not sure what this chip is over here, but it looks important. I decided to put a little thermal pad on it. Really? They always leave it on? I get you. That's there. That's there. And these two screws go down into here. This card is weird, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. This card is weird. I'm really worried about taking apart the Apollo edition, the 3070 Ti. This is just ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. This is like almost unnecessary. Okay, boom, boom. Like, I'm not saying that this is the most complicated graphics card. Is this? Well, the shroud wasn't even really the problem. Okay, are these not the right screws then? Okay. One of the screws that doesn't fit is for here. It got mixed up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a shake. Well, I'm hoping the screws fell out, but it didn't. That screw that wouldn't fit in the back plate belongs in the IO guard. Still missing. Still missing one screw for the I/O plate. And that shouldn't have gone anywhere. Being honest. One, two, three. One screw there, and I got two screws I need to put up front. I'm gonna have to take the shroud back off for. Okay. So all these screws are accounted for. The one screw that shot off that I'm missing was for the I/O. Hopefully. Oh my god. I don't know if you saw what I just did. The fins. I can straighten them back out. Like I'm purposely trying to bend a couple of them to get this screw back in. This was one of the screws that I couldn't get back in. I couldn't get out. The cooler literally like overshrouds it. They made it where you can't get it through. You couldn't get it out without having the cooler off. So tightening these back down. I don't know. Like literally, the screw it goes into the back plate. These are this is the thread end. The screw head is literally on the side of the cooler, and it has to go in this way. And literally, there is no room with the cooler fins for it to come out. The way they designed the cooler. I don't mind. Like, I understand, use all the available real estate. And they literally make it where you can drop the cooler. You can drop the cooler and leave the back plate on. If it wasn't for the cable on the shroud, not even. You can drop the cooler. Literally, you can take these 4 screws here and drop the entire cooler off, and the only thing holding it is the shroud. the cables for the fans and the RGB on the shroud. So if I wasn't trying to, I could have done this differently. I could have just left the, hypothetically, I could have left the back plate on, I think. But no, I couldn't have, because you gotta reach around. The cable's what kills you. The cable for the shroud is what kills you. I'm pretty sure I have to pull the shroud to get to the 2 screws that go here. I got a screw here on the back plate. I got a screw here, and I got a screw here. Commander's a game mode in Magic card game. Okay, okay. Okay, you put together a deck. I understand. I understand. There's somebody's Commander deck. I thought that was like a retro gaming console, to be honest with you, dude. Be 100% honest. I thought you just had like assembled a retro, like Raspberry Pi or some kind of retro something. That's what I thought. I remembered the name, but he's talking about Magic and the Gathering. I personally don't. I haven't got monetarily. I just can't. My hobbies are so expensive as it is. There's so many hobbies I don't have the money to do. Like automotive, I'll be building a car, or like my truck, my Jeep. Gotcha. My music just stopped? Wish you were here. No, it's still playing. Did my headset? Maybe Jay's still going. Let me see what happened. You still hear the music? Because I don't hear the music. It literally just stopped. I have no audio. Let me reset my You hear it? Okay. Reset my Bluetooth. Okay, now mine is back. I need to reset my my adapter. Oh, I spilled some Thermal Grizzly. That's why I put down this is my like project dirty. This is my old desk mat. Oh yeah, this is fine. This is perfectly fine with me, dude. So if they had yep, yep. That cable's so short, dude. If they would have just put the header here for that RGB, that doesn't sound very nice. Like this one sounds fine going in. This one's nice. This one here is acting like I'm trying to kill it, dude, to put it in. Did it start? Okay, it started. Is this a plastic? Yeah, that one little thing. Because I got the header here, I got the header here I can get to. The header for the RGB is literally coming off the back. It's under the cooler. So, I guess hypothetically, this doesn't feel good. Fine. That is fine. Checking it twice. Boom, 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 boom. All right. This is in. Let me swap that back. I got 6 screws left to go, and they're all in the shroud. Are we back? Are we back? Really? How are you gonna do this to me? There we go. Done. We're still cool. What I would do is I'd put down like cardboard. I'd cut up a cardboard box and I'd put that down. If I knew something was going to get real crazy, and then I would just take it off and use. But this, I've done a lot of projects with this. I used this desk mat for a long time, and then finally Groovy got me another one. I got 2 now. I got the one under this that I've been rocking, and then I have a white one that I'm scared to put up, honestly, because I don't want to mess it up. I have this white cherry blossom mountain one. Oh no! Oh no! It would have burned. It would have. You probably would start a fire. You can get a high temp silicone. Mat. Like that. All right. Yeah, yeah. My soldering. I've used this once. The Helping Hands. I got this as a Christmas gift a couple years ago. I've used it once to solder um, LED fog lamps back together. So this is done. This is back together. I'm gonna straighten these out a little bit, but I'm gonna turn this recording off because I'm just burning up storage. I'm turning my gimbal off. Was it this? $18,650. I have $18,650s. I'm gonna take my Milwaukee, my M18 battery packs, the 9 amp hour. I'm gonna take them apart and salvage the good 18,650s out of them. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm gonna have to like hot air it. I'm really scared because this is a battery backup, and it uses 18,650s or like 21 700s. You take the spacers out of it. It's Type C. It can in and out Type C, and it can out for the Type A. These are buttonless. These are buttonless. I have ones with buttons and without buttons. These are buttonless. These are the Samsung. These are Samsungs. These are old. These are older than my kid. These are like 5, 6, 7 years old. But let me put my phone's so hot. Well, I'm just gonna have to decide if I want to cut the 56 volt ones. Yeah, nah. Need like a damn safety shield. How do I turn you off again? Here we go. Have you seen my gimbal? What happened? Fred? You missed it, dude. I had my GPU completely apart. Remember I was telling you, did I tell you last night? Did I tell you last night that I was overheating? I was thermal throttling, so I'm gonna have to take it apart. But yeah, I spent the last 2.5 hours taking this shit apart and putting it back together. So fan spin. You just got interested. You got vested, man. I got you. I would have gotten on earlier, but I was doing my OSHA thing until it reset, because you can only do so much a day. So I wanted to get as much time as I could, because I have to do my OSHA 10 and I forgot about it, and I have to have it done today. So I did my OSHA until a little bit past midnight, watched it reset, and then I'm like, okay. Now I can, I won't get timed out. These are still good. This is all I have left. I didn't replace all of it. From the two 80 by 40 millimeter pads. I gotta check my work emails. My site's still good. All right. Yeah, they were all, honestly, I didn't know, but I think the previous owner put the G-Lid thermal pads in. For being 100% honest, I'm 99% sure they put the thermal pads, and that might be why the pace is bad. Because they might have done the pads and they used subpar pace to use what they had on hand. I don't have a point of reference. I don't have a point of reference as far as what stock on this card. Like I said, I'll be a lot more comfortable, not overall doing the amp hollow, but I'll be a lot more comfortable knowing that no one else has been in it. I'm just gonna make sure these screws are nice and firm and relatively even. I'm not getting anything out of them. I laid it in the thermal paste. I got the pink stuff. Oh. Looks like Pepto-Bismol. But, so, we're just gonna... Okay. Music's gonna stop. I'm gonna shut down my PC. I'm gonna put the... Oh, I need to find the screw. Ooh, awkward. Sorry, it's not too weird being in silence, is it? Is what really necessary. So, I don't, honestly, more, I don't think so. There's 3 screws holding it in here to the plastic bracket, and there's a screw here to the same plastic bracket, so there would just be one more screw. That does go through the PCB though. But I have a support. I have a let me show you. I can reach in. I didn't put my covers back on. I have this that supports the tail end of the GPU. So it supports this end. And that's the end that's missing the screw over here. So it's not like all this weight of the card is all being held on this. I mean, it should be fine. I'll probably find it at some point. But y'all, there's no way for me to like let you see that. Oh, you would be able to see anything anyway. You would just see my monitor and my battery backup and my freaking um all my other shit. There's not like a clear. There's only like a little window of what you can see on the GPU. I mean, on the computer. Where's my other screw? I'll be back. Y'all be able to hear me from here though. Where's my screwdriver? Did I leave it up over here? Okay, cool. It's over here. Supposed to be able to hear you if you like. Oh my god. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, cool. It's so quiet. If you hear a crash and a curse and me hollering, my whole PC dropped and took everything with it. The odds of that happening are slim to none, but it's always a possibility. I'm plugging the PCI connectors back in. No, I don't remember where I had my GPU riser, but I'll worry about that later. All right, big money, no whammies. Come on, come on. Nope, no magic smoke. Well, my fan started and then stopped. Okay, they're running again. They're running again. Oh, whoa, that scared me. That scared me. I'm plugged in. I'm plugged into there. Dude, I was scared. What are you scaring you like that? I was scared. I was scared out of my fucking mind right there, dude. Because I forgot. I don't know if MSI Afterburner. I really haven't. It still runs, but I turn it off. I just let it go through the NVIDIA. Okay, I had to pull Touch Portal up. Boom. Give me 1 second. I'll pull up the other scene. Video plays. Graphics. Oh yeah. I'm gonna run 3D Mark. Let me. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna pull up Hardware Info 64, and then let me launch Steam. Let's see. So this idle, my hotspot's 54, my GP temperature is 40, my memory junction's 52. That's that. That's that idle. Yeah, I do. But honestly, my where's it at? Let's launch 3D Mark. I did a time spy extreme, and then I did a time spy. I'm sorry, Make. You like the? This is just a non-DMCA playlist on Spotify. You can see all the songs. Right now, I stopped playing because I want to do the benchmark. I don't want. I want as little things running as possible. To influence the benchmark. Oh, I forgot to put my cover for my for the SLI slots, but it doesn't matter. Benchmarks. Let's do a time spy. I'm gonna. Can I close theme? Let's close that. Close that. Then run. We're up to 62 on the hotspot. Boom, boom. Sorry I kept you up late more, but I'm glad I have someone to hang out with and throw ideas off of because I would have done it. I would have done it, but I would have been a bit pissed off while I was doing it. Molding. I've been smoldering a little bit. Honestly, I probably just would have been more quiet. I would have just kept it to myself. I would have been bottling it up. Yeah, I think I just would have internalized it more. Like I let it out. I feel good after it. I wasn't holding on to it. I wasn't just bottling it. I was just like, oh fuck this shit. In my mind, I was able to just like vocalize what was going on. It took a long time to load last time too, and I don't remember it taking so long to load. But I think it's maybe because you don't have the intro. I think the intro, while it's doing the intro thing, it loads up. I'm not sure. I got my little soldering iron up here for the little stuff. I got my hot air station and my hot iron, my good hot iron, mounted in the garage. I don't know if you saw it or not on my garage streams. You run 3D Mark? Do you feel like it takes that long to load up? Is it just me? Am I just tweaking? Yeah, I've set up the hot air station and the soldering iron on the table. Hotspot's only 83, 86, 74. It's 87 on the hotspot. The GPU temperature is 76.9 right now. Memory junction is 80 degrees Celsius, up to 89 on the hotspot. But my fans, I'm pulling 383 watts. And my GPU clocks at it is at 1815. I don't know, to be honest with you. But I'm pulling full power. I'm pulling 383.728 watts. So I think my BIOS limit's 384 watts. And my max clock was 1965 watts, which that's the max, but it was running like 1800, mid 1800s. So it's looking good. Yeah, I'm getting up to 110% total GPU power. Normalized, I'm getting 112.4% GPU power. So it's over. It's doing its full. It's doing its full power pool. It says GPU memory clock maximums 2,488. Video clock 1,725. GPU effective clock is 1963. GPU core load got up to 100. Memory controller load only got up to 39%. The GPU video engine load only got to 5% and 8% on the bus load. 10.7% on the memory usage. The D3D usages was 99.7. I don't know what drive this is installed on, honestly. But it's looking good. My hotspot temperature got up to 91.2 degrees Celsius. And my GPU temperature got up to 78.9. Yeah, no, it's 384 watts. So before, my hotspot temperature was 106.5 degrees Celsius, and my GPU temperature is only 71.2 degrees Celsius. So the hotspot was throttling, and overall, it wasn't getting as hot. I don't see my fan. My fans have only gotten up to 71%. My fans haven't gotten up to 100%. So yeah, it's definitely running cooler. I might try it. I might pull up Afterburner and try to load my old profile, or I might run the NVIDIA optimization because it's probably been doing this for a while and I haven't noticed because it's on the auto. It'll scan the GPU like it'll watch the GPU it runs and it'll modify it. I've been letting it do its thing. I remember when I was testing my stream when I saw my laptop and I kept getting disconnected. I was just running Time Spy. I was just literally running. Yeah, I did too, but with all the issues with Afterburner and them not paying the guy and the guy not supporting it and all of the fake ones, so I got a 20,251. So my memory clock, my GPU clock was 1755. Memory clock frequency was 1243.99. 1845 on the clock. It dropped down a little bit. It bumped up to 1953, but it's always been lower. It's always been lower on these tests. Compare result online. So, yeah, I was at a 19,365, and I'm up to a 20,251. Probably. Average temperature said 69 degrees Celsius was the average temp. But this one, the average temp was 76. So I think it was hitting that hot spot and it was dropping me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Let me... I haven't run Afterburner in a hot minute. It would show up here. Show. So, plus 999, plus 300. What was my one? It's plus 750, plus 350? 4. Plus 7. Oh my god. What was I doing? What was I doing here? I'm kind of scared. Should I just go for the plus 9? No, that's not stable. Let me... Let me just be safe and just... Oh no, you're gonna be in trouble. User, fan speed. What is my fan? Oh, okay, there we go. We'll do this over here. We got time for one more. Run again. I'm probably staying up. I'm gonna do my OSHA courses, and I got a meeting. I gotta be in a meeting with my computer on, I think at 9 a.m. my time. So 10 a.m. your time. I'm just pulling an all-nighter. I'm gonna be a useless Friday night. Yeah, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So in 6 hours, no, 5.5 hours. That loaded up a lot faster this time. Neither. My fans are kicking up now. My fans are 86. My delta is only 12 degrees. On that last run, my delta between my GPU temp and my hotspot was only 12 degrees, whereas before the repaste, I had like a 30-something degree delta. So it's a success. My memory junction temperature was higher, but I was throttling, so there's no way for me to know how accurate my old temps were because it was throttling to save itself from cooking. It was downclocking, and my old max power draw was 341 watts, 0.082. I'm pulling 384.441 with the afterburner profile. I'm hitting my max clock was 1980, and I'm holding at 1800, 1830, 1845. So I'd say it's a success. My fan's at 90% right now. 92%. Right now I'm at 70 degrees. On the GPU temperature, my hotspot's 81.9. Yeah, I think so. I can go back to my old scores and see what I got before, see if it's better now. Because I think I ran it with my old 10700K, and then I ran it when I got the 12900K and the DDR5 RAM. I did some runs. So I can't tell what it would be. What was my last run? I think I'm lower. 2,277, but that was a back-to-back run. I don't know. 67. My average temperature is lower now. No, I'm up. I'm up like 26 points. Okay. Compare. So I got a higher. My CPU is lower on the second back-to-back run. I got 0.5% higher on my graphics score. My clock frequency is a little bit higher. Memory's the same. Average clock frequency was a little bit higher on that second run. It was cooler though, because my fan curve was more aggressive. I don't know if I have enough Thermal Grizzly to repaste my CPU, because I only have Arctic MX4 on my CPU, and that Cryonaut's way better of a thermal paste. My average temperature was only interesting. My processor, my clock speed was higher. Average clock frequency was higher, and my temperature was 1 degree higher. And I still got a lower CPU score. That's weird. My overclock may not be the most stable thing in the world. Yeah, it's a 12900K, so it's a big one. That throwing case was expensive. That was like 20 something dollars. Let me do let me do I'm gonna do time spy extreme because I did one of those runs too. I'm not letting it cool down, but it is what it is. It's really close to the minimum actually. But you're probably gonna have to go to bed before um before this run loads. I don't know how long. The last one was fast. The re-one was fast, but shrug, middle shrug, left shrug. That wasn't too bad. It was maybe just the first run. This is the time spy extreme. Pulling max power already. Running running Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport on Ultra with ray tracing and everything on max will be the real stress test. Okay. I don't know what drive it is. It's either on one of my two I don't think it's I know it's not on my my NVMe. It's not on my 2 terabyte NVMe. So it's either it's on my M.2 or it's on my SATA. I don't remember. I'm not gonna go off it when it's in the middle of a run though. But I'm taking that as a win, man. I'm taking this as a huge win. I feel a lot better. I feel like so relieved. No, it runs, dude. Like I'm like mwah, like chef's kiss. Like I'm feeling really good right now. Yeah, I can run. I'm not gonna sit on my wheel, but I can hook up my controller and I can run motorsport. You can do the benchmark on motorsport too. I didn't run the benchmark when I was throttling though, dude. That's one thing I didn't do. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I'll have to check my screenshots. I might have. I know I ran a benchmark somewhat recent in the past couple months, but I don't know if it was before or after I was having my throttling issues because like it happened really gradually, honestly. I don't need the CPU test, but I do need an accurate. Let me see what my CPU is doing. Let me see if my CPU is struggling. My max, my max temp on my core. No, my max core was only 87 degrees Celsius. Was my max core temp. Core usage about 99%. Core utility 162%. How does that work? So yeah, my CPU it's using all the cores right now, so it's downclocked. It's running 5.1, 5.1 on the P cores and 4000 on the E cores. I have this 12900K overclocked, so it's 5 point. It drops down depending on how many P cores are being used. But yeah, no, my CPU is fine. That's higher. That's higher than what it was. Um, Yeah, yeah, I overclocked it. I overclocked my 10700K is running 5 gigahertz all core all the time. All the time. It doesn't it's not dynamic. Um so that was a 10192. I had to compare. Yeah, that's a lot higher. That was a 99772 versus a 10192. Yeah, my graphics score was a 10,266 versus a 9,762. So yeah, that definitely max temp. It says 69, but that's the core. That's the GPU core temp. It's not the hotspot temp. So this doesn't tell the whole story, and that's what was messing me up. Was my I would run the NVIDIA overlay, right? And it would tell me my FPS, my GPU, my temp, my clocks, my voltage, my wattage, and my fans. And it would tell me all this. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, like my fans are high, my wattage is down, and my clocks are down, but my temperature looks all right. So I didn't think. Finally, enough. It happened. My performance got low enough where I'm like, something's wrong, and I opened up Hardware Info 64, and that's when I knew something wasn't right. Wait a second, something ain't right. Hold up, wait a minute. I don't remember what. It's like, hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, like I don't really. I used to before. I had my what I use for Touch Portal now for my like 4-man stream deck. I had Ada 64 running, and I had a custom overlay with everything going. I had, or when I like that broke and I stopped doing it, I had a Hardware No 64 up, and I always was watching. It was normal for me until I got comfortable. I was like, my setup's good. Like I'm not pushing it. Like I have a dedicated gaming rig, and I have a streaming rig, and I'm not trying to do everything. I'm not trying to manage. Like I could run whatever I want at whatever quality I want, and I hit the FPS that I want. So I stopped worrying about it. I don't care. I'm good. I'm set. Like I'm fine. Like I stopped obsessing when I obsessed for years because I was always overclocking, I was always tweaking, I was always like trying to squeeze the most out of my performance because I was trying to stream and game on one rig. And then I was under spec, settings. Display ultra custom show frame rate on full screen, DLSS is auto, graphics apply save ultra. I didn't normally I set it I think I set it to ray tracing to RTAO. Adding RTAO enables ray. I think I had 4 reflections plus RTAO. Or did I have RTG? What's RTGI? Let's see. I don't know. What's the difference? What's RTGI versus RT? 4 reflections, RTAO, ultra, windshield reflection quality. Should I just put everything? I think this was all high. I left this how it was. RTAO quality, RTGA. Oh, within ray tracing quality, otherwise it has no impact. I don't know. Ultra. Mirror quality medium. When I have it at high, ultra. High is max. Particle quality effect, ultra. I don't like motion blur. I don't like lens flare. So that's as high as it goes. I don't really care about delivery. I really don't think this was on Ultra before, but I'll put it on Ultra just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles. All right, more. I appreciate you, brother. We'll catch you on the flip side. Hope you get some rest. I feel you. I don't know how I'm still going, honestly. I'm gonna be a zombie by tonight. But I want to run the benchmark. I need to apply the settings. There we go. That's probably why. Haven't saved. Well, I'm not downclocking near as much as I was. Pulling less power, but my clocks are still up. I think before I had it locked at 60, and it still gave me 72 FPS. And my hotspot temperature is only at 80. Video memory, 8.86 gigs. Hi. I need a print screen. Save that. CPU simulation, 392.2, CPU render, 126.1, GPU 82.2, average, maximum 104, stutter count 0, average latency. Let me look through my screenshots because I'm pretty sure. Okay, here's my old run. 72. This is a little bit higher. I'm using more memory right now. Using more video memory. What I change? High, ultra. Mirror quality was high instead of ultra. Back high, ultra, off, ultra. Okay. Full reflections plus RTAO. I have RTGI. 16 performance marker auto unlocked. Auto off 100% on. Okay. So 10 FPS higher. 10 FPS higher. Let me video options. Apply. That's what's applied. Restart benchmark. I'm pulling a lot more wattage now. 376 watts. But my core is only 70.5, 0.7. My hotspot's only 82. So yeah, I'm a lot cooler. I'm over 103 degrees. I mean 103 Alright. I'm happy with it. Alright. No. I want to do another one. this going. Yeah. The benchmark. Huge success. All right. I'm gonna call that a win. Let me. Oh, no. No. Okay, my controller turned off. That's fine. I mean, February 27th and February. So yeah, that's a lot better. Can I save this comparison? Save page as. Take a screenshot. Save full page. Boom. All right. We'll call that good. WKick stuff for the front page feature. Appreciate everyone that hung out. Hope everyone's doing great. What was that? Eric's done. Greg's done. Was online, but that's a huge win. Huge win. I'll take it. Appreciate everybody that hung out. I don't know how much use I'm going to be tonight. I may or may not be streaming tonight, but we'll see how that goes if I can get a nap in. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Catch you on the flip side. If not tonight, Saturday night. Anyway, appreciate everybody. Catch you next time. Bye.